Okay, I'm back. This is where I left off. So now I'm going to continue. The next page, I have the word bliss stamped up here, and you'll see this word through my book many times because I love that word. It's always been a favorite word of mine. For what reason, I don't know. It just is. And so I've used it throughout. I use the sequin butterfly that I have, and I've just been waiting for something special to put it on or in. And as you can see, I also reinforced all my pages all throughout the whole book. This card came from Michael's. You're seeing the back side of it. It's from the Shabby Chic collection. I actually used a playing card to make these little tabs so that I could put it in the book. Put a trim down here at the bottom, and this already came on there. When you turn it over, you'll see the front of the card, and it has the trim here. And then I notched it out, and I put a tag in the top with some seam binding there. I thought that was really pretty. Here's my favorite flower again, the cabbage rose, and I had a sticker, so I stuck that there. This is my favoriteest trim. I got this from Kathy, Canadian Scrapper Girl, thank you. And this is one of my favorites. I've just loved this trim. I can't get it here. I think she only can get it in Canada because I've never seen it here, but I adore it, so I had to use that in here too. The next page is this, and I thought I could use this for lists or something. I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do with it. This is a stamp, the only Greeting Farm stamp I own, and the only reason I own it is because Arlene sent it to me, my Butterfly Kisses 12 here on YouTube. Thanks, Arlene. And the reason she sent it to me is because it says, I love stamps, and we all know that I have stampitis. So I had to put that in here somewhere. So my next page, and these are two pages which I adore together. I think they look so beautiful, and I don't know what collection this is. I know this is Girls Papery, but I'm not sure about this one. Anyhow, it says Find You, Be You, and then this is a stamp I have that I love. This tag came off of a dress that I bought, and I just loved it, and it works well here. It doesn't say anything except stop and the size on the back, so I just wanted to add that in there. Love this paper. If you know what it is, let me know, please. This side, I used some trim. This came from Halud, so thank you, Halud. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I had to put that in here. This is Webster's, not Webster's, this is Melissa Francis, which is one of my favorite collections, the Fifth Avenue, and I just backed two of those pages together. And I put the word dance. I had a sticker, so I put that there, and then, of course, the ladies are dancing here. This came from the Etsy store lady again, I forget the name, the Dreamy Giraffe. And this is one of the other piece of art she sells, and this says Some Girls Are Extra Crafty. So I thought that was really cute, and I added that there. On this page, it's that beautiful shabby green door paper. It's just amazing. I put my favorite trim down here, and that has little pearls at the bottom, really beautiful. And then I added them also up here on the cage. On this page, I just stamped here what I love today. Isn't that darling? So cute. And then over here, I have the Heidi Swap date stamp and remember. And then these were wood figures, and these I painted them with some shiny paint, and then I added a skirt and these little metal things here in a bow. And him, I just did him with the shiny paint and the tie. He said, she said, I stamped, and I put the trim that I love here. On this side, I put the trim I love, one of my favorite stamps, and like I said, I like bird cages, and I don't know where that came from, but I do. So January through December. This was a cutout from a cricket, and I just loved it, and I mean, I could cut it again, but I just been holding this one, so I figured I'd throw it in here. This is a stamp from Michael, Share the Moments That Bring You Joy. And then this is another favorite stamp of mine that I love. And this Maya Road trim, which we all loved when it came out. On this page, this came from Beverly. Thank you, Beverly. It's so beautiful. I wanted to put more in your flowers, but they were so bulky. I had to just pick one, and it was hard. But she made these beautiful flowers for me, and has a stick pin. It's so gorgeous. And so I put that here, and it just looks beautiful with this page. And then this is trim I got from Saw. Thank you, Saw. She's Saw Crafters here on YouTube. And actually, this does not come with the pearls in it. I put those myself. So thank you. It looks beautiful on this page. I gotta hurry up here. This is Girls Papery, doesn't need anything done to it. This is from Dana. She has some numbers, I can't remember. She bought this stamp and gave it to me with some others, and I loved it, and it's a tape measure, so I added that there, and I have a stamp. It says totally, definitely, maybe, or no, check boxes. This one I didn't do anything except add this sticker down here at the bottom. I thought it was pretty, and I love hearts. That's the other thing I love are hearts, so I included something to represent that. This page is gorgeous. This is the Tim Coffey hydrangea paper, one of my favorites. I had some stickers that were hydrangeas. This is a Webster's Pages word ticket. Kiki, sorry guys. Joe made me this flower right here a long time ago, and I've been waiting to use it on something special. And so I put it here. And this page, I got this from, let's see, who did I get this from? I'm drawing a blank. I can see her head. And Veronica, Scrapaholic. I'm so sorry, Veronica. I had it, but my dog distracted me. She gave me these fabrics a long time ago, and I really been wanting to use it. I just didn't know on what or how, and I decided to stitch it in here. And then I used a little, one of the cutouts on the tag here with some seam binding that Rena gave me, this pink seam binding. There's the stamp over there again. I made a pocket here. I stamped My Life. I stamped Eat More Cake and a cupcake. I used my favorite border from EK Success Border Punch, and I made a tag, a transparency tag, and used these flowers, which Carlene had given me when I bought something. She gave me a package of flowers, so those were from there. Didn't do anything on that page. Nothing there. I got this off of the internet a long time ago, and I don't know from where, but I've had it forever, and it says, "Life is beautiful, follow your bliss," and I just had to include that. It's just, like I said, it's one of my favorite words, so I had to put that in there. This is from the Etsy person again. My favorite border stamp. This has pictures of smiley toes, and it says, "Today's #1 goal, be so happy even my toes will smile." Thought that's so cute. And then I added the trim that I like there. Someone made me this flower without the pink, just the blue, and if you did, please tell me. I've been hoarding this flower for a very long time, and I've been wanting to know who made it, and I don't remember, and I'd love to know. So if you did it, please tell me. And I added a pink flower to the back. I stamped, "Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all, Emily Dickinson." And I added trim here that has sequins, really pretty. This trim right here is one of my favorites. I've never seen anyone use this trim before. It's so gorgeous. I adore it, and I wouldn't use it for anything until this book came up. They're rosettes, and they're pretty tall, as you can see, but the great part of it is when you close them, they don't smash. They come right back up, and they have leaves. It's gorgeous, just gorgeous. And with this paper, it looked beautiful together. I made this white coin envelope. Before sealing it, I sewed this on with my sewing machine, which I got when I was 17 years old and hardly use it. I still have it. It's brand new. It was from Montgomery Ward's. I got it for my 17th birthday, so I finally cracked the thing open all these years later. And then just this paper here. Another paper I didn't do anything because it already has potential on its own. I cut this from Die Cuts with a View because it had this Pasadena, California, and I live right on the border in South Pasadena, so I had to include that on here. And then this page here, oh, I love this page. This is from Hulud, this trim. Isn't it just lovely? Oh my gosh. Joe. Joe makes these flowers that are so beautiful. Thank you, Joe. I purchased these from her, and oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. I couldn't even decide which I wanted to use, and I didn't even want to use it, but I wanted it to be here. I just want to keep them in the package. They look so lovely. So thanks, Joe. Paper drama. I used my favorite Webster's wood die. This paper I didn't do anything to. This one I stamped with a dress form stamp that I have and I love. And then a Heidi Swap sticker there. On this one it says Total Bliss. It's a Kane Company sticker that I have, and I had to put it in there. I just scalloped the paper down at the bottom here, and also on this side to match. And then I added some trim over here that I love. This is another stamp that I love, and I got these cards. They were actually in the secondhand store. There was like 20 per package on this shiny, shimmery paper, beautiful. And they open up and there's like a pocket in them. So what I did was I cut off a strip of it here to use it here to bind it in my book. And I punched with my favorite Martha Stewart punch, was the butterfly. I love this stamp, so I had to include it. And then it says here, the most beautiful view is the one I share with you. On the back, I put some more of the butterfly stamps and flowers and a journaling spot from King Company. And this says travel beyond your path. And this one's just nothing done to it. I just liked it the way it was. Same with this one. And this one here was a flower paper, and I sewed it up on the middle and added the trim. And these two pockets in the middle, there's tags that I put there so that I could have a place to write on, plus outside, of course. And I did the same on the back. This one says This Crazy Life, and then this is another of my favorite stamps that I have. Just adore her. And then this one, someone gave me this, and I'm not sure, so I'm sorry. I don't know who gave it to me, but thank you very much, and I love it here, and if you gave it to me, let me know. This was another flower paper. I just didn't do anything. I didn't make pockets on this one. I just sealed it because I want to write on the flower. Another paper that I love. This one, too, is my favorite Best Creations paper. They make the best glitter paper ever. I love their glitter paper. And I put a die here and one over here, and this is handmade paper. It's just exquisite, and I've been hoarding it forever. So I put it there. On this side, I didn't do anything. On here, I stamped Happy Me. And then this is a stamp I purchased from Cynthia Luhu. Hi, Cynthia. She was selling fairy stamps, and she may still be, and this was my favorite of all of them, so I got that on there. Nothing here, just a plain paper. I put a postcard in here that I had a tag. It's already pre-printed, and I've added some little trim on the end there. This one, there's nothing here, just plain so I can journal. On this one, it came like this, and this one is another one of the pieces of art, and it says, She was the type of girl who made ordinary things extraordinary. And I think that's so cute. On this page, I put my favorite trim of feathers, and I love this. It's so beautiful. And then underneath, I used lace so that I could make a pocket to hold this tag that I got. And I got this at CHA. I think they were giving us candy in these, and they were, it was from next to the either Donna Salazar's booth or next to it. And they had these tags in them. And I thought, oh, heck, I'm going to use that in there. So it looks really cute. I stamped over here. Almost done, everybody. I'm sorry. Okay, this says Happy Stories. These are Webster's. Tag I made at CHA with Tim Holtz stuff. I just adore this tag, and I can't believe I did that. I still love it. And then I used some paper here I love. And this is from Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. I love these flowers. She made me 3 different flowers, and each one are fabulous, and they're big and pretty, and I just had to fit one in here somewhere. So I put that there. Thank you. And then this is the last page, actually, that has anything that I did to it. It's houses. And so I wrote here, whatever it looks like, wherever it may be, there's no place quite like home. And put my little favorite trim there, and then another page back here. So thank you so much for sticking it out with me. I know this was a long video. I tried to talk fast. I appreciate it, and I just cannot wait to get started with this. I hope that I may have inspired you some to maybe pull out all those favorites of yours and make something special for yourself. We always make stuff for other people, and you know, every once in a while it's nice when we stop and think of ourselves and do something that we love. And so this is going to be a treasure for me, I'm sure. I can't wait to get started. For those of you who have managed to hold out with me until the end, oh darn it, hold on a second. Sorry, one more second, I want to grab something. If you're interested, I have some of the papers that I used in my book. They're 6 by 12, I believe. I didn't cut them, or maybe they're 6 by 10. I didn't measure. My book is 6 by 10. But I have all of these extra papers, and it's not every one that I use because some of them I use doubles, but it's a pretty good little chunk of papers. And if you're interested in maybe making one like this for yourself, just leave me a comment and I'll go ahead and I'll pull out names, a drawing, just draw someone's name and send you these extra papers that I have. And thank you for watching all of my whole video. And I will do a drawing. If I get this loaded today on Monday, I will do the drawing on, let's just say Thursday. I'll pull a name Thursday. I don't want to get too many names. So again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did making it. Have a good day. Bye.